Hello, everyone. I'm Mel Hamlin. Most people just call me Big Country. I got a few important things that I want to go over with you. First off, welcome to CRST. I'm a mentor with CRST. I've been with them a little over 3 years. I've had a pretty good experience with the company for the most part. My experience didn't start out so great. Like some of you will find out, not all mentors are the same. There's different personalities, different types of people. My mentor, I didn't really have a very good experience. Um, I was paired up with a guy that was a lot younger than me. Um, he didn't have, a lot of worries in life as far as paying a lot of bills or anything like that. So he didn't drive a lot or up to his potential. We'll put it that way. But after that experience, I got with my co-driver. We did extremely well together. Um, we were pretty compatible as far as personality wise, and I'll touch on that for a second. When you pick a co-driver, or when you're talking to someone to be a co-driver, that's your chance to interview them to see if you're going to be socially compatible on the same levels. Um, so make sure you ask questions. You're in a small area, the cab of a truck, and a sleeper berth for extended periods of time. So you really want to make sure that you guys are pretty compatible as far as personality types. If not, it could turn sour pretty quick. Um, so make sure you take the extra time to get to know that person a little bit before you get on the truck with them. Now, after I was a co-driver, um, my experience level at 6 months, I became a trainer. I started training students right out of the different trucking schools. Um, I was really successful with that. I'm a people person. I get along with pretty much anybody. Um, After that, I became a senior mentor, and I'm still a senior mentor now. And I did that for about a year and a half as a senior mentor, and then now I'm on the lease purchase side. Now let's talk about a few things as far as your career change that you just made. Um, a lot of you may not know anything about the trucking industry. Others that are coming in, you might know already. And I encourage you to please reach out to the ones that don't know a lot and give them a little bit of insight as far as what to expect. Out here, we drive for our money. It's not all sunshines and rainbows every day. So um, make sure that you're getting set up with your loads. Communication is key. Talk to your DMs, talk to your co driver. You know, stay on the same page with everybody so that you can stay moving. If you're not moving, you're not making money. There's a saying that a lot of drivers use out here: if these wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning. And it's very true. Um, Now, as far as your mentor training that you're about to embark on, not all mentors are the same. Some you're going to have a really great experience, others you're not going to have a good experience at all. That's just personalities clashing, and that's the raw truth of it. But I want you to know that even if you're having a bad experience with your mentor, there are avenues to help you. And I encourage you to use those avenues because that's why they're there. If for some reason you and your mentor are having personality clashes, or, you know, things just aren't going like you think they should, reach out to someone. There's proper channels to go through. You have a driver manager, you have a fleet manager, an ops manager, ops directors. There's Facebook pages, as far as the CRST Expedited Facebook page. Reach out to other drivers. Ask them, you know, am I being trained right? Am I doing the right things that I should be doing? Because it's a two-way street. Not every driver wants to admit that they need help. But on that same aspect, not every mentor is going to offer the help. So, question things. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. You don't know if you don't ask. I ask everyone to remember a couple acronyms. Okay, the word fail. Take a second and try to think about what that word means to you. It means several different things to different people. To me, the word fail stands for first attempt in learning. Alright, nobody gets things right on the first try. You're going to make mistakes out here on the road. Everyone does. Nobody starts out perfect. I don't care who they are. CRST is the same way. They're not a perfect company. But can they be a perfect fit for you? They very well could be. They have been really good to me over the years. They've been good to a lot of drivers. Look at it like this. I know a lot of you have already done different review looks at CRST online. It's like a restaurant. If you look up a review for a restaurant online, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see 1,000 different negative reviews and maybe 10 good reviews. It's important to touch on the good things. It's just as important as the bad. The reason I say that is because more people are susceptible to wanting to leave a negative review than take the time and put a positive review. Like I was saying, not everyone's going to have a good experience. But just because it starts out on a rocky start doesn't mean you can't turn it around. I'm a prime example of that. I turned my entire career around. I was thinking about quitting. I was thinking about leaving, all because of my experience with my mentor. Don't let it deter you. Keep your goals in mind. Remember why you got into this industry to begin with, and turn your entire outlook around if you're having a bad experience. If you have a good experience, that's great. Share that experience. Help encourage others when they seem to be kind of having a bad go of it. Now, like I said, the word fail, to me, it stands for first attempt in learning. Let's expand on that for a second. Okay, when a lot of people start having a bad time, they start wanting to focus on everything that has gone wrong up to that point. Okay, take the word and turn it into failure. It stands for first attempt in learning under real experience. Turn your experience around. The people that look for the negative things, they're going to find those. But the people that look for the positive in things, they're going to find the positive. Project that positive mentality. Keep this. This is a great life as far as trucking. Okay? It's an entire lifestyle. A lot of you, it's brand new to you. You've never been away from home. You've never been away from your families. Use the outlooks to reach out to those as far as, FaceTiming or, Messenger on Facebook. Reach out to your families. Video chat with them when you're not driving. It's very important that you have a solid support system at home. It's going to be rough at first. That's all I'm trying to relay to you. But as long as you can stick through the rough patch, it does get better. The pay, it may not be the greatest when you first start off. I mean, I've had students that made, you know, $250 to $300 paychecks, and then I've had students, you know, after their first week, which is usually their smallest check, the second week and the third week, and sometimes even the fourth week, they start making better money. With time and experience out here on the road, you're going to start making more money. You know, CRST's new pay system that they started last year in 2021, it's a big pay increase, guys. When I started out, I was started out at 30 cents a mile, and we only got a penny raise every month for the first year. Now, a lot of people, they start thinking, oh, just a penny. Penny adds up when you talk about per mile. It adds up very quickly. Now the pay raises, the way that they do them, you make pretty good jumps periodically throughout your first year. Now, as far as your school tuition and things, the ones that came in and went through the different trucking schools that CRST uses, they take money out, they set it to the side to save up to basically about half of the tuition, and then the rest of the tuition is wiped free. Take advantage of that. That is huge. I had a student not too long ago. I graduated him. 6.5 to 7 months later, he already had his half of the school tuition completely paid off. So when he went into his 7th month, he had no debt. Think about that. 7 months. He had half of his tuition paid. And it's all based off of how CRST does the tuition now. You know, when I went through, we had to work 10 months under a contract. Now, you can finish that in 7 months. And you can start making really good money. Because at 7 months in, you're already making 50 cents a mile. There's drivers that spent years out here on the road before they hit 50 cents a mile. CRST, it's not a perfect company. No one's perfect. I'll go ahead and let you know that now. I know a lot of you are going to look at it like that's a big letdown, but they're not. But they do make strides to make things better. They make changes all the time to try to make things a lot better for us out here on the road and for them. But you have to look at it as it is a business. They have to try to make decisions based upon what's good for the driver and what's good for the company. So not everyone is going to get everything they want. They can't do that. You're not going to make everyone happy. I've been with them for a while now, and take it from me, if you stick it out, it gets better. It gets a lot better. I'm not going to go over what I make now, only because it doesn't matter what I make. It's all in what you want to do and how much money you want to make. You know, that's something that CRST has no control over, how much money you make. That's all up to you and how much effort and how much work you put into it. Nothing is going to be given to you on a silver platter. You've got to work for what you want. That's about all I've got today, folks. If you've got any questions, you know, about CRST, or if you are having a bad day and you just need somebody to talk to, reach out to your driver managers. Ask them, how can I get in touch with Big Country? I'm more than willing to try to help anybody I can. I try to live my life the way that I think is best for me. And I think what's best for me is to try to help as many people as I can. especially some of the newer drivers that are coming in, because this is a great industry. All right, thanks, guys.